So into the charts we go. What an early pop in Bitcoin, but look at this, guys. Could that be a topping tail? Again, right up to my 25,000 Pierce level. We'll see. When does the candle close? It's still about 2 hours away from now when that candle on the daily will close. A topping tail like there would give us a new top in the Bitcoin chart. Not only that, but it would be a bounce to that key 25,000 level, a touch or pierce of that. Now, the only negative here is that I literally had a sell order out for my Bitcoin that was up at this trend line right here at 25,400, and we missed it by literally 99 bucks or so. I mean, crazy. Absolutely crazy, guys. Now, how do we trade this? Well, oftentimes with topping tails, you'll get a 50% retrace the next day. So again, any sort of retrace towards 25,000, honestly, I'm going to probably unload my Bitcoin. All right, so again, that's very, very important here because again, this is now to me, what I saw yesterday and today, the classic signal of a blow-off top. Again, blow-off tops are when you have max euphoria and then institutional money comes in and dumps into it. And this is the hallmark sign of that happening. All right, that is absolutely the hallmark sign of a potential blow-off top with distribution from institutions. Again, I want to see where the candle closes here in the next couple hours. Let's see where it is. And then again, if we get that retrace and it is a topping tail, assuming, let's say, it closes as a topping tail, then a retrace basically gets me out of my Bitcoin position, and I'll probably be looking for some shorting opportunities now. All right, now, is there a chance that it could break 25 and change and go to 30? Of course there is. In fact, that's a poetic level because that's the lows from 2021 right here before the next bull run, so that is always a possibility. But again, right now, if you get a topping tail, you got to, the technicals are the technicals. By the way, speaking of which, yesterday we closed above that topping tail high, and then you got the pop today, right? That negated that topping tail, and there was your pop today. Now, granted, now we're putting in a potential second topping tail, which you have to abide by till it is negated. You negate that, then you're talking 30,000. Till then, it is the powerhouse in the room. All right, so amazing price action here, guys, and again, really interesting to kind of watch and analyze as we see things progress here. The stock market also had a big rollover towards the end of the day as interest rates continue to spike higher. The dollar breakout continues to be fully intact as well. And again, you know, it's one of those things where you're seeing this spec money that's been ignoring the dollar strength and ignoring the kind of the interest rate movement, because usually, honestly, usually higher interest rates, we know this, right? It means that the stock market and crypto usually goes down. But in this situation of late, we haven't seen that. And again, that to me is something very interesting, but I think it also speaks to the FOMO in the market. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but you go talk to any random person and they're like, "Oh, I'm going in, the bottom's in." I mean, all that talk, by the way, is a recipe. It is a pure recipe for a not top to be in, right? I mean, that's really what it is when you see that type of euphoria, 9 out of 10 times the top is not in. And again, you know, could it be wrong? Yeah, because there's 1 out of every 10 times that it is the bottom, but I'm not buying it, at least not at this point. All right, so that's where we are at this point. Now let's look at Solana here. Solana we have as a short signal. And look, what I love about Solana is that we're still in the money on Solana even after Bitcoin made a high. That's very, very bearish for Solana. Now imagine if Bitcoin starts falling back to 20,000. Where do you think Solana is going to go? Probably down to, you know, this level here at 18, maybe even down to the 15 level here. So again, that is, I love seeing that. I absolutely love seeing the fact that Solana did not participate in a major way in this move. In addition, ETH did move higher, but look at ETH. Look at the reversal already. It got, by the way, talk about feeling like you got a bullseye on your back, that institutions are following you. And I've always felt like that at this point in my career, that you have a lot of institutional, you know, traders and funds that are following you very closely. But again, where did I say I was going to short more Ethereum? At the high end right here at 1750. I think I said that exact number yesterday. Well, guess what? This is what front running looks like. When it got to 742, that was the top. Essentially, the front running there ends up jumping ahead of my level, shorting it just before there, and ultimately, that was it. And look at the pullback already. And by the way, is that a topping tail? Heck yeah, it is. Granted, it hasn't closed yet, but that is exactly what a topping tail looks like. Okay, so anyways, bottom line is I'm fine with our short on ETH. We're only out of the money by about 75 bucks or so. That's nothing in the scheme of things, so good stuff there. Let's take a look at Polkadot here and see what we got on Polkadot. Polkadot not even really up today. It's actually down a little bit, had a nice move yesterday, but is not rallying, nor is it taking out the highs here. So really, today's move was an Ethereum Bitcoin move. Most of the other cryptos didn't participate to make new highs. They were strong, most of them, but you didn't see the same strength. That tells me, again, that people are FOMOing into those names here versus some of the other alts out there. Okay, so let's continue on our merry way through some of these charts. Avalanche was on my short list, but look, Avalanche is down on the day. I was so ready. I had my level right here, right around $21, which was, again, this was right around our initial short on it, and I was like, all right, it's got to get there, right? Bitcoin's ripping. Ethereum's ripping. What happens? It barely goes positive on the day and is now down on the day. So it is what it is. You don't chase. It is what it is. You just let it go and you look for another trading opportunity. Now, this one, though, is interesting to me. Matic. Matic, again, very close. Again, what was my level on Matic? What did I say, $1.50? Well, guess where it went? $1.47. So, again, kissing the underbelly of my level. Now, again, would I potentially start a position at 147 if it got back there? Maybe. Yeah, I would. Absolutely, guys. I think at this point, Matic is in the zone. We talked about this as your next level, right around 150. To me, that is a shortable level on Matic if it pushes back up, if we see a technical retrace on that. All right, so again, just some interesting action here in the charts. But again, I fully anticipate, and again, so many people asking me this, they're like, oh, because a lot of people are getting caught up in the FOMO, and I'm sure a ton of people listening to this right now caught up in the FOMO. To be honest, again, look at the charts. The charts didn't get, we weren't successful at even closing above here, 25,000. We now have a topping tail. And remember, the level that for me to turn bullish, you want me to turn bullish on Bitcoin and say the bottom is in? This one right here. We need to get above it, and we need to stay above it probably for 5 to 7 trading days, right above here. You do that, then I'll start talking about a bottom is in. That would be a psychological major level on Bitcoin to get back above the lows from 2021. Until then, to me, bear market, much like 2018 and 19, much like past cycles in Bitcoin. And again, think about this. What happens when the stock market has a 10, 20% drop in it? Because it's coming. The stock market is going to see a big drop. Can Bitcoin withstand that? I don't know. To me, I doubt it. I doubt it. All right. All right, let's take a look at a few of these other cryptocurrencies out there. Let's see what we got on the radar here. Let's go to Ripple and see what Ripple's got going on in its book today or on its chart. Bear with me as we go bring that up. XRP here. XRP, look, it closed above the line yesterday. Is it confirming today? Nope. Not confirming a breakout. Again, closed over here, didn't break out. Closed over here, didn't break out. Closed over here, didn't break out. Same thing again. Now, it doesn't mean it can't confirm. It's still above the line. So it could turn around tomorrow and confirm. But as of now, it is not confirmed. Be very suspect of that. BNB, guys, let's take a look at BNB here. BNB, not close, even close to my level at 370, so there's nothing to do there. Cardano, let's talk Cardano action here. And again, look at some of these charts. Some of these charts are negative. I mean, look at Cardano. Cardano had a great pierce of this trend line, but look at the channel. All it did was finally pierce the trend line here, and look at the reversal today on the daily chart. I mean, that's getting smoked on the daily chart. That's not a pretty move on Cardano for what Bitcoin is doing. Okay? We talked about Solana. Litecoin I talked about the other day or yesterday. Avalanche we've gone over. Uniswap, I don't see anything there. That's negative on the day. I mean, if you're looking, interestingly enough, if you scroll down through the top cryptos, like the top 20, 25, most are red at this point. Bitcoin's up 1.5%, Ethereum up 1%, Polygon's up about 8%, right, Matic? But other than that, it's mostly red. You have to go down to OKB to get 7% gainer there, aside from Matic. And that's number 25 on the crypto list of by market cap. So again, was today a blow off top? It certainly looks like that. We'll know more tomorrow after we see the close today, and we'll know what type of action we get in the next couple days. But to me, something's fishy here with this market, this rally. Let's see what the market has in store. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay tuned on Matic. I'm still interested in a potential short on Polygon there. Again, I need to see it retrace back up a little bit, but let's see if we can't get a little short off there in the next 24 hours. You guys have a good one. Take care.